Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. I got on my Georgia shirt, man, and this goes out to a guy that's not spending a dime with us, but he's hooked us up with some cool threads. Buckhead threads.
Buckhead Threads. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, but I've got a whole collection of them going. Good quality shirts. Interesting, locally inspired graphics.
Yeah, I can.
And he toes the line between copyright infringement and art.
He does. He does. He does copyright infringe, and I dig it. I don't know think
That one
this
doesn't have
is,
one.
but the Georgia thing, and it's got the Buckhead Threads thing. But I love his stuff, and this one's got a little bit of the pit stain going. But I've had this shirt since probably 2011, 2012.
He's still around.
And that's what I like. And he's still around. I like a shirt that you can just get away with wearing 15 years, and the older it gets, the better it looks. But I hate the cheap shirts. Don't hand me a cheap shirt and expect me to wear that crap.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
mine's Atlanta inspired too. Well, I mean, I think Turtles was all over the Southeast.
it was, but Turtles record and tapes really hits with the late 70s, early 80s as the place you went, not just for albums and 8-tracks, later cassettes, but it's where you bought your concert tickets.
Yes, that was the original Ticketmaster outlets. We've had many conversations about that with the great Peter Conlon in the green room.
And we will continue to have great conversations. Peter Conlon is one hell of a treasure. And a treasure to me because they make me money. We're live in the Exit Wealth Studios. It is the logo that is behind my co-host, Jeff Cole. You can see it. And we also have studios in Buckhead where we will be this Thursday, just before lunch. We will broadcast live in Buckhead, right there next to Chops across the street from Whole Foods. And that is Exit Wealth and Exit Stage Left Advisors. And we're going to have a special guest down there for people that love him. Francisco Vidal is going to join us.
That'll be fun. Yeah, we got a lot to cover with him. Rockin' Taco and the In Kind app. I think this is the most enthusiastic I've been about an app that saves you money.
I told him.
This is a total red, white, and green money hack that you guys should talk about on that show, which I guess you'll do.
I will. We'll probably film the Yeah Come On show, and then we'll do the Red, White, and Green show, which is basically for people that love America and love money. It's not a political show, but it's like under the guidelines of our laws, you can have a side hustle. You can have 2 or 3. You can get incorporated, have an LLC, and chase your dreams. And if your dreams get hot, you can tell that corporate gig or that job to shove it. Nothing better than that. But right now we're going to get into some comments. And the comments are right here, and they're brought to you by everything's sponsored here. I don't know if we need a sponsor for comments because it's based on listeners, and I don't know what they're going to say. And our sponsors might not agree with them.
Yeah, so we'll start with...
So no, there will never be sponsors for the comment section because guess what? You write it, we read it.
You're the listeners are the sponsors of comments.
There you
so
go.
let's start with yesterday's show. You told the story about the incident in Covington at the gas station where you had your head gashed from a fight and you left a poor guy on the ground. I think people are a little sympathetic to him.
Why? He started it.
He did start it.
This dude gets in my face. He's crazy. Then we find out the next day when we stopped in said gas station, she's like, no,
He's
man,
crazy,
he's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And the dude got in my face, but guess what? Nobody has a right. I'm kind of taking up for myself. I felt a little bad too. I'm like, did I need to hit him the second time? But I did.
Yeah.
Because he was going to come back at me.
Yeah.
And here's the thing you don't know. Now, if I'd have had my boys with me,
You could have restrained yourself.
possibly, or I would have just
You wouldn't have stopped there at that gas station.
No, first off,
Yeah.
I wouldn't stop with my boys. Exactly. I'm glad you're here because I wouldn't. You know, there's a speed you drive with your boys. There's places you pull in with your boys. You're looking around, and then when you're on your own, you're a little more like
risky. You can take a few more chances.
Yeah.
Well, you do have some support on the comment section on the YouTube show, the full episode. From Rich Munson 8964. Captain Ponytail is such a badass.
He is a longtime listener of 96 Rock, the regular guys, and I was Captain Ponytail. People forget. I still have the suit. I had the suit always in the back of my vehicle. And if I was driving along and I saw somebody on the side of the road, like with a flat tire or something, or saw anybody in distress of any kind,
Captain Ponytail.
Captain Ponytail showed up. A couple of them were just people, people have their hood up and they're looking for somebody to, do their battery or whatever, or maybe they're just checking their oil.
Jump the car.
Jump the car. So, man, I would go and get that damn, and it didn't matter summer or not. I put that suit on, and my thing was dun dun dun. Captain Ponytail is here to save the day. Citizen, please explain to me what's happening. And I would have to do it with my hidden microphone.
Yeah.
People will never know that I had a bag with a hidden. Now, the one bag with the homeless karaoke where I put headsets on their heads and let them listen to the music to sing along with it, that headset went in a whole nother bag. I never let it touch anything.
You had to quarantine it.
I put it on homeless people that hadn't had baths in years for probably 10 years.
Yeah, there was definitely lice in those headphones.
It was, I mean, dude, I got to the point I was almost rubber gloved. But all of that was just a bit I did.
Yeah. Mike 5551, he played FAFO and found out. F around and find out.
Yeah.
This guy played that with you, and he found out. The Chip Murrah, Steve the Badass, I will start a GoFundMe to bail you out of jail. So if the police come after you, you got someone ready to come get you.
And that's because I have a lot of lawyer friends, and I have a lot of friends that that look out for me in that way. And they were always in my ear. George Stein was in my ear my entire career. Hold on. All right, I know what he's asking you to do, but you have to realize that is against the law. Mm-hmm. And if somebody does this or that, you need to know that. So he would always break it down. George didn't call me on this one, but I did have two other attorneys call me, and they go, don't mention the gas station. You can give a description, but don't make it too detailed. You probably shouldn't have gone back in there, but I understand why you did. You need to walk away. If he stood up and was shooting your bird, he's probably okay. And I'm like, I put him down for the moment so I could get out of there, because you don't know. Is there a gun in his car? Does he have a knife?
Yeah, you don't know this guy from Adam. All right, so let's shift gears to...
so the fight is dead for a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for all your interest. And believers or not believers, for the end of it, the girl said in her accent, "I can still do it." No, he's crazy. Now we don't have no camera in here. That one there, we got
one
that.
inside, but not
one
on
inside,
the
but not outside.
Yeah. We got another little viral video going around on TikTok. We got a lot of comments on this one. We were talking about Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Mm-hmm. When they walk into the arena or walk into the stadium, what are they wearing? And you commented on Caitlin Clark showing her belly, and you were saying she's got a nice belly button. Well, apparently this is the dirtiest thing you can say on TikTok.
Oh my God!
I don't know why, but someone wrote this.
Really?
This is creepy on so many levels. Her comment got 221 likes.
So 221 people agree with her that I'm creepy because I mentioned her belly button?
Yeah, I assume that's what they're finding creepy. I don't know, because it didn't sound creepy to me. They don't know creepy, okay?
Now, we can now, first off, there's a level I can get to, but I'll do it joking around. If Jeff goes there, it's real and it gets real creepy. You almost make me uncomfortable if you really engaged.
Yeah, I mean, all I mentioned, that Sophie Cunningham is hot, and apparently she's got a good sense of humor too. What I didn't say was what I would think of her when she gets off the court, all sweaty after a game. See, then I can get creepy, but I'm not going to, because this apparently is enough here.
Yeah, I can tell you that I would say hit the showers. And by the way, the reason I commented is because look back at every walk-in. And we did clarify that NFL players get filmed walking in, and for some reason, so does the WNBA. And every time they have a look, and I joked about Sophie saying, I'm following Inspector Gadget in, because Caitlin Clark's outfit is the same. It's baggy slacks with white pumps. I'll just tell you white pumps.
This is getting creepy.
No socks, no hose, just white pumps. And she, for some reason, always shows her belly, but it's not ripped. It's just a normal belly. It's a normal belly button. There's no cool piercing. In other words, there's no reason to show it.
Yeah. Well,
but she does,
well,
and it's her
apparently
thing.
You're creepy for talking about it. What a weird conversation. 78 likes. This is creepy.
I love it.
That is so weird. Cindy, this conversation is creepy. Every time someone mentions creepy, they get a lot of likes. So
that must be the new hot word.
I guess so, because I'm just so surprised, and it wasn't even that. You can see it on our TikTok page, the Ed Come On Show.
But don't watch it if you're easily offended. I can't handle
no
more
I'm
comments.
telling you, we could get. I'm going to start now. Whenever we do our show and we release these shorts, I'm going to find the creepy ones and post them, because this got like 100,000 views.
All right, 100,000 views talking. Now, they are the hot topic. That's
Yes.
no brainer. But we're just there for the fun of it. I mean, I will tell you, the girls can ball. I see them hit 3-pointers and do stuff, but they're basic layups, and it's it's not the NBA. But I do love what the NBA is doing right now. And the funny thing is they're about to ruin this league. Number one, you're hating on the two. There was a movie made, Two White Chicks, right? By the Damon.
You mean white? Just called White Chicks.
White Chicks.
Yeah.
But there was two of them. It's
Yeah.
the two brothers.
The Wayans brothers.
Yeah, you can do that. You can't do two black chicks with two white people. But you can do two black guys as white chicks. But you know what? They're joking around. But these girls, it's not about. I could care less if the most popular basketball player is black, dark black, light black, tall, short. Is it a European individual that speaks like a Russian and you like she has hair under her arms, or is it somebody that's Japanese? I could care less. It just happens to be these two girls, and you're hating on them because.
Well, yeah, and Caitlin Clark is not just she's puts her money where her mouth is. She scored all she's a big great player.
Yeah, I mean
the last time it got this much attention from a player was that one that got stuck in Russia with the pot, Britney something, right?
Yes, and it turns out
but that got a lot of attention.
But
on the WNBA.
we all think that's a dude. That's she was married to somebody, but everybody's saying that might be a guy.
Some people said that in the comments too, that Caitlyn was kind of mannish. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Well, she's not. Let's just say it's two different type looks. She's not hair and makeup. She's just the girl next door that can ball.
Yeah, she's no Sophie Cunningham. That's a woman, baby.
Hey, it's Southside Steve with the Yeah Come On Show, and I am over here off South Cobb Drive, home of Star Coaches Inc.com, and I'm with Danny Jr., the owner. And Danny, we are standing on a 2020 bus that's terribly expensive, but not expensive to borrow. Tell us a little bit about this coach.
Oh, this is a 2020 model Prevost XL3. We're standing in the front lounge of it. It sleeps up to 12 people. You can modify the bunks to 8 people, 6 people, however you want to party or how you want to do. Mainly we do entertainers, musicians, travel all over the United States and into Canada. We do full tours, rock and roll, hip hop, country, whatever you can think of.
And you know what else he does? The common man. If you got a golf trip, you're going to the Kentucky Derby, you're going to the beach with the family, there's so many things they can work with you on to have everybody in one place, safe, having a good time, not worried about it. Let's walk through the bunks. Check this out. Danny, tell us what we got here. 12 bunks?
So these are 12 bunks, and like I said, you can modify them to fit less people if you want, so you got more room. You can't have more than 12. And this is our back lounge, and both lounges have 2 TVs, there's satellite on board, DVD players. You can do Bluetooth streaming, whatever you want to do. Smart TVs, streaming, Netflix, whatever you want.
Yep, and this can be turned into a bedroom, or this can be where the chill people want to hang out. StarCoachesInc.com. Contact them. You won't believe how affordable this is. And Steven Z, also sponsored by Rap Star USA. It's done at the same location as Star Coaches, just right off 285. Whether you got a car, a boat, a piece of machinery, a lot of people with your work trucks, if you're going to wrap it, if you're going to put your logo on it, don't just do the magnet thing. Make it look good. It's going to protect your paint, especially if you got a new vehicle. But even if you got a beat up one, rapstarusa.com, and it's WRAP, and you'll get to meet the Hamilton boys when you're over there. But the kid that does it is a rock star. We've had him on our
Parker, yeah. He's in the other commercial we run.
Yeah, Parker's excellent, man. He can wrap anything. I'm going to get my truck wrapped. I've already decided.
With the Yeah Come On Show logo?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. You ready to see this logo? Yeah, come on. I might even put this logo, because if there's anybody that can't protect it, it's Buckhead Threads. He steals everything. Yeah. But we'll get into Steve MZ, the big talk of the town all over the country. As you saw, news media, whether you're watching CNN, Fox, or local news, everybody's talking about Hayden. And Hayden, I want to say Hayden Panettiere. That's what I used to say, but it's Hayden Panettiere. So Miss Panettiere, I knew yesterday, but I was afraid to say it. I don't know why, because I don't usually put my, I don't usually try to protect myself. I usually just say what I think. But I remember she was in the movie, the football movie,
She was in Varsity Blues?
No.
No. Remember the Titans.
Yes. Remember the Titans.
I was an extra in that movie.
Were you?
For 2 days. Yeah, that was when I was
What scenes?
I was in the scene. There, I think it's in the beginning or maybe the end. It's at a funeral.
Oh, it's at the very end.
It's at the end. Okay, and everybody, and they actually had us all singing, humming, na 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 na. Hey, that was one of the songs in the movie, and we're kind of walking out of the funeral. So it's in the funeral scene. And then
I'll have to look for you. Can you
won't
see
it?
No,
that was back. That way I was trying. That's when I first started to try to be the hardest working man trying to get into show business. And my joke is this: when you go to be an extra on a big movie like that, you show up and on the set, and you see it, and you say, "Where do I go?" Hey, you see the camera that we're using to make this movie? Go stand as far away as you can from it, because that's where you're going to sit for the next 12 hours.
But why are you even there?
Because that's what being an extra is. Anyway, it was that, and then the first day they integrate the school.
Okay,
I'm just kind of standing around
by one of the school buses.
Yeah, you can't see me at all. No.
All right. Well, I'm glad you were there on set.
But you're right. She was in that movie.
Did you see her?
So was Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I know Ryan Gosling. It was one of his first movies.
Yeah.
So a lot of people blew up from that. She was a young girl in the movie. She played the coach's daughter, very competitive, very intelligent when it comes to football, and she had her natural curly hair. When you see her, she's got and you see her parents, they both have very curly hair.
Yeah, that movie's almost 30 years old now.
Cannot believe that.
Wait, yeah, so she was a total kid. Yeah, that was 1999.
She was 7, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and in the movie, the scene you were in, they had to get another actress to act like it was 20 years later to play her.
Oh,
so they did a girl that had similar curly hair, very tall, because obviously she didn't end up that tall. She ended up looking a lot different, but they kind of just had to guess what they thought she would look like 25 years later.
Okay. I hadn't seen it since it came out, and didn't see myself in it, so I kind of have a little bad taste in my mouth.
There you go. Well,
but I also auditioned for some actual parts for that movie.
Oh wow!
Because I was working with the locals casting director.
You could have been
named Cynthia Stillwell. Give her a shout out. I don't know where she's up to now.
Stillwell.
But she did all the local casting and extras casting, and I auditioned. But all I got to do was be an extra.
You know what you could have done? And boy, we're on this movie a lot. But Steve MZ takes crazy turns. You could have been one of the coaches, the original coaches. Like an assistant coach. They had the one defensive coach that was not buying in and basically ended up quitting because he was just too racist.
Well, see, all of those parts are cast in Hollywood or in LA.
But you could have been the coach, the two coaches next to him, because you've got that kind of tan look. You could have been wearing the red burgundy shirt, had a clipboard, and been like, "Coach, I think he's hurt." Some one line.
Like a one-liner. The one-liners are what they cast locally. Yeah,
I'm just trying to get you a line, bro.
I know.
But here's the latest. First off, you got to give her credit. She is outspoken. She knew she had issues, whether it was mental.
She wrote a book about it, right?
She sure did. Yeah. And she was struggling with a little bit of addiction. And you got a girl that gave up her 18-year-old daughter. And then she was supposedly seeing her ex when she passed. And they say they were seeing, but they were keeping it down low. And the last person to work with her is an interesting actor. If you look, you can see him right there. You'll recognize him, but he was talking about her, and I got to get his name. I know him as an actor. I can't think of the movies I've seen him in, but he's Justin Chatwin, and Justin Chatwin's doing a movie with her. It's the last movie that she did. It's called Sleepwalker.
Is it? Did it come out?
It's about to, or it has. I don't know.
It's going to come out posthumously.
Yeah, probably, but it's the last movie she was in, and he goes, she wasn't herself. You could tell she was struggling. You know, she's somebody I enjoyed working with. I've worked with her twice. She was not herself. She was talking about, Hayden seemed different. She was reflecting. I met her family years ago. I've been sober for 15 years, so I know the world of addiction, and I could tell she was having a tough time. Mm-hmm. Now they're saying on scene. They got there. She wasn't breathing. There were no signs of any trauma whatsoever. They did see that there was some medication. They think on site, the dispatch audio says possible overdose. Mm-hmm. She wasn't breathing. They tried to resuscitate on location. Hayden's body was taken from this apartment or where she was and driven to the hospital. Doing the speed limit, bad sign. Yeah. So that's all we know. More will come out. But when you look at that and you hear these things, you're like, okay, maybe she was dealing with something. You just never know. But that's a little bit of Steve MZ. I can tell you the autopsies are done. The body has now been given to the family, and there are no plans yet for any type of a funeral, and we'll see what comes out. But the story's definitely not over.
Attention golfers, or should I say attention people that live in a subdivision that allows golf carts, or maybe you just want one to ride around your house because you got land. This is a used golf cart. This is a club car. It has a sound system in here you can't see. It's been completely refurbished, new lithium battery. The seats are incredible, and this thing is $5,000 off a new one, and it was only used for a year or so. And if you mention the Yeah Come On deal, it's $500 off that. This could be yours at North Atlanta Golf Cart right now in Dawsonville, Southside Steve. Yeah, come on.
Polydictainment.
I just want to real quick mention our neighboring state, Florida, is having their primary today.
Wow.
To see, because Ron DeSantis he's termed out, so
Jeez.
They have a gubernatorial race going on down there, and just like Brian Kemp, he's not supporting there's a bunch of Republicans infighting,
Right.
not infighting, but going against each other, and he's not supporting one of them. Just like Brian Kemp, they didn't. I wonder why.
I don't know. That's a bad thing. If you've done a good job, or you're revealed as doing a good, by the base that you represent, being the Republican Party for both of these candidates we're talking about, I think it's your job to pick somebody and push.
Yeah.
Say, hey, if you've been digging me,
Well-
you're going to dig him
Well,
or her.
of course, Trump certainly does.
Oh, Trump loves to come in.
So the
and
guy-
usually he's about 80% on.
And, well, yeah, if he supports you and you got it made in the shade, you get
Yeah.
run out. But Trump is supporting this guy Byron Donalds, who is an African American with a hot wife.
Okay.
Erica's her name. I
They're
looked her
there.
up.
So this dude's he's got to be on
Byron Donalds.
So Byron has to be on point and be quite the conservative, because right now so many people love what Florida's doing. They're the one state that fights back. I think they've also outlawed Sharia law, and they're on it now too. So I mean, that's incredible.
Well, some of the other people running are like, hey, he's kind of just a DEI Republican. He's controlled by his donors.
That's
Blah
not
blah
good.
blah.
I hope
But
that's
the point
not it.
is, Trump is supporting him, and then of course on the Democratic side, I think they're fighting too, because in all these primaries, there's extreme socialist Democrats running against moderate Democrats. And my question is, why am I hearing so much about the socialism lately? Why is that a thing now? I understand, Mondami in New York, he won. Why is it taking hold? Didn't we grow up learning socialism doesn't work, communism doesn't work?
But that's not
why
what-
is it becoming a thing again?
Because it's the young people, and it's
Did
really,
they
it's
stop
not,
teaching it?
I don't know, and it's not just young people; it's older white liberal women and some men that have got no ball sacks. You hear them talking, and yeah, that sounds negative, but they're a bunch of puss in boots. I'm like, nothing you're talking about is going to make this nation strong. Nothing you're talking about is going to protect us from the savages, meaning even you go Russia, China. It's not going to protect you. You are going to be a taken over nation. Maybe not in your lifetime if you're the older one, but the young people, yes. It's a picture that is being painted in some high schools, God forbid middle schools. They're doing their best to stop these teachers, but the woke thing did nobody any favors, and it's college professors. It's ingrained in them that rich people suck, that they're privileged, that they need to share the wealth, that they're not paying the taxes, that I can't afford to buy a house until maybe I'm 40. I can't afford groceries, therefore I eat like crap. My medical costs me a ton of money because I'm not on mom and dad's teat anymore. So they're just upset. So rather than doing what you and I are doing, which is busting your ass to see the income needed to be able to live, then there's icing on the cake. They're just like, F it. Give me a program. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to fight. I'm going to live with 6 like others in an apartment complex, bitch all day, protest all day, and vote socialist.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I hate to go on a stand,
but
that's
some
it.
of them are winning. That's the scary
Well,
part.
that is the way, and it's in these small I mean, the New York, no, I know New York mayor. I don't know what happened there. Believe me, he's not doing well. It's the Islamic stuff too, which kills me. So I did do some homework for your Politictainment. The 5 most Islamic states in the USA. New Jersey is the biggest. It has
Really?
Yeah, 4.8%. Michigan has 4%. California, big state, 3.2, and New York 3.1.
No, they're just still small. Islam's not taking over America. They can be there.
I did see an ad, and it showed 3 like terrorist-looking dudes, like from Iran, with their shotguns and machine guns, with their whole garb, and then it says "We're coming," and it used an accent, and then they did a good old boy vote, and they said "We're waiting," and it shows it shows a Dodge, a Ford, and a Chevy truck, and 3 dudes behind each truck with AR-15s with good old boy hats.
Yeah. So that's
So I'm
not
like, I'm like, oh, please, enough.
But a message for this guy running that Trump supports for governor, Byron Donalds. If he plays his cards right, you know what he might get?
What?
A song.
People are going to be free to choose to make their own decisions.
Bring it on, come on, feel it strong. Standing tall, leading us on. Bring it on, feel it strong. We're 22 million strong.
Wow.
For the glory.
I love it. 22 million in Florida, huh? At least when you did the song, it's probably more now.
Yeah, it's way more now, and it's very red. So I think the whoever gets the nomination, I'm pretty sure the Republican's going to win.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. I can't do socialism, man. I can't finish that way. Can you imagine? Finally, we've made money. Here we are in busting it, and then you're making money again, and then somebody tells you got to share.
Yeah.
All right, it's now time for a little bit of sports, and sports is really coming to you from a listener, man. I've got to thank a listener. Her name's Kim, and Kim sends me stuff, and I look at it, and I'm like, not bad, not bad. If you give me ideas and you send things, I'll do it.
Wait, is she in contention for Mike's internship? Because Mike better stay on his toes. If Mike's not giving you ideas and listeners are. He's got to step it up.
Mike, why didn't you come up with this? I mean, some of it matters, some of it doesn't. She even sent me, I'm just going to roll with it. Derry Bronson dead. EMF founding member dies at 55. What's EMF?
What's EMF?
Huh?
What's EMF?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Okay, Mike.
Here he is.
Hold that
he's
thought.
a singer. He's a singer. Mike, you might have job security. No, he's he's in a band called EMF.
Yeah, they did the song "Unbelievable."
Yeah, you're unbelievable.
Wait, with how it?
Well, he's dead at 55.
Well, so
how does that make sports? I don't know.
I think. Okay, hold that thought, Mike. Maybe.
But hold on. I
Maybe.
got hoops rumors, and this is good. President of basketball operations, Ashish Ali, confirms Grover has stepped down from his position per Williams. This is the assistant GM, Kyle Grover, parts with the Atlanta Hawks. So we just lost our assistant GM because the Hawks are trying to figure it out.
Okay.
That's pretty good. That's basketball. So then I look at some other cool stuff. Oh,
is this from the listener?
This is from Kim again. This is Kim's third. She needs
to categorize. Is this a Steve MZ story? Is this a sports story? Because that EMF story should have been in Steve MZ.
It should have been.
But Hayden Panettari's kind of dominating the news.
Hayden does have the, you know what, she died.
Yeah.
So did he, though.
Yeah.
Falcons signed pro. I mean, they both died. I mean, maybe I feel bad. Falcons signed Pro Bowl pass rusher Sadarius Smith. He is a Pro Bowl. At least we got him. So the Falcons head coach Kevin Stefanski has actually grabbed a player. Didn't know that. I just did one fantasy draft. We have the Come On fantasy draft coming up. I've been sitting everything from Bogus. I have a lineup. It's just imagining a listener involved. Do we give a listener a shot to participate? Will you do it yourself, or are you having a manager again?
I'm going to have a manager. I got too much to do. I'll have the manager take care of it.
You're going to have a manager.
Coach Duke. I'll go back with Coach Duke if he's available. I don't know if he's available.
You don't know.
I'll see.
Wouldn't that be interesting? Somebody could actually come in as your manager. Am I going too
Well, he is
far?
my man. What are you talking about? Yeah,
But I
Coach
mean,
Duke.
if Coach Duke's too busy, what if he tells you to pound sand?
Oh, then I may have to step up myself. You know, I did it with the golf draft. I had a fantasy golf draft, and I did the whole thing top to bottom and came in third place.
Oh, boy, you're never going to let that go. Never going to let that go. Lastly, I'm seeing if Kim has anything else on sports. I'm looking through everything. This is great. Listener, I've got one more. Oh, no, this one's about Hayden. Yeah, she was letting me know that she died. She called it on ABC News. But I like somebody that's trying to be a little helpful.
Yeah.
It actually did
I
well.
used to send stuff to Larry Wax all the time trying to get hired as a producer for the regular guys, and he ignored me. Actually, no, he didn't. He did respond once.
All right.
You know.
Well, here
you
I
know
am.
why I can remember the story that I sent him? I sent a joke or a story about. There was that story about all these girls in Conyers having the rainbow parties.
Yeah.
The rainbow lipstick parties. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
It was all these. They were having like sex parties, teenagers at a high school in Conyers. This is in like '99.
Oh.
And they were called rainbow lipstick parties or something, where the guy would get different lipsticks on his member, on his Dugan, shall we say.
on.
Do you remember this?
I do now. I do remember. It's like, yeah, I was like, oh, man, you could just get a lot of different colors down there. Get that rainbow.
Yeah.
You know,
That
you
was
know-
a story. It was at a high school in Conyers back then.
Oh, my God. Well, that's funny. I like it. I will tell you that I'm already getting trade requests in my Chanticleer League. Somebody wants to trade me Lamar Jackson and see Olive or whatever the hell. It's too soon. I just drafted this team. I'm not prepared. I got 2 more teams to fantasy draft. Sports, the NFL is coming. So is the greatest golf tournament ever is in our backyard in less than 2 weeks, and that will be at East Lake, and that is sports.
Yeah, come on!
And sports was brought to you by Small Sliders, Regal, Nissan, right there, right off the interstate at 400 and Holcomb Bridge, where it's set since 1980. Family run, 3 generations, 2 generations on site right now. As for Bo, as for Holden, as for Lane Kreider, get help and get a vehicle. I got a buddy that's going to get a Nissan, so that's pretty awesome. And right now it's time for track 13, and this is going out to Rockin' Taco, where we will appear in literally 2 days. And I'm wondering who Rockin' Taco has.
Look that up right while you do that. I'm going to talk about the song we're going to play because remember, I wanted to pay tribute to the band that played last Thursday.
I thought you did that yesterday. You played.
No, we're going to do another one because they had so many great songs in their set list. We're going to do another one.
All right, we are so far off the road with track 13. but
No,
I
we've
understand.
gone way further than this.
All right, I understand that you like funk, and for somebody that likes funk, these kids that were 19 might as well have been what, 75?
Yeah.
I mean, they know the funk.
Yeah. So yeah, they played at the Rockin' Taco when we were there, and we'll be there this Thursday doing our show live from somewhere between 6:30 and 7:30. Then the band takes the stage. They play until 10 o'clock. But I stay for these guys' whole set.
Did you stay to the end?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said,
You were blown away.
I was really blown away. I really got off on it because they played some pretty deep cuts, and the one we're going to do today is a deep Steely Dan cut. I literally went up to this because one of the guys that came out to me that said, "Hey, who is your daughter or son? Are they in the band?" Because I was so enthusiastic. He's like, "Oh, I'm Sam's father. He's the guy that we interviewed on the show last week."
Right.
He came up to me and was like, "Who do you?" I said, "Oh, we just interviewed Sam for the Come On show. I'm so impressed." Anyway, they fire up the Steely Dan song, "Home at Last."
So you were like,
And I went over to his. I said, "Hey, man, let me brag on your son again. I cannot believe not only do they know this music, but they're playing it and they're playing it well." I was just so impressed. I literally went up and gave him. I said, "Dude, I got chills. Your son's band playing this song."
Well, you're gonna love this Thursday. So
I don't even know yet. Who is it? I can't wait.
It's Justin.
Oh, we love Justin.
I love Justin. Justin played with Francisco Vidal Band back in the early 2000s in Buckhead, but he's gone off on his own. If you're local, definitely on the north side. I don't know how much he plays on the south side, but he plays in Atlanta too. But he really crushes up here.
I met him at the Turner Field when he was in a U2 tribute band.
Yeah, he's done some tribute.
Okay, does he do originals as Justin?
He does do some originals, and he does incredible covers, and he's very energetic. He's a good-looking dude. and he's a bass player,
Yeah.
lead singer.
Okay.
And he's got a pretty good dude on guitar. I've seen this dude play. He plays one of those large Gibsons, and they're pretty tight. But anything that he does is pretty on point, but you'll get some originals, and he does a lot of different music. And he's a 4-piece, and he's there 8 to 10 this Thursday with us.
At the Rockin' Taco, we will be there, so come out and join us. In the meantime, enjoy track 13 from Steely Dan. It's Home at Last. Listen to the song, watch the video. Link in the description. It is the Yeah Come On Show.